You'll want to be pretty clear about the tone of this film before you come and watch it, because if you've seen the marketing, the trailers around it, you might be forgiven for thinking it's quite an erotic film, something you can go and watch with your couple, and, you know, it might give you some inspiration or some ideas. I'm not here to kink shame for the purposes of this review, but I would say it's more on the side of shameful rather than glamorous. It's an A24 distributed film, so there's comes with a certain stamp of quality. I don't think it was necessarily going to be like 50 Shades of Grey or anything like that. It does go on more the warts and all side of things, where it shows you the problems associated with a clearly problematic power dynamic relationship or whatever it is. And I think that really needed to hit home is the problems that these sort of relationships can cause. Because something I haven't explained yet, which is just basic synopsis stuff, is that Nicole Kidman here plays a boss and this guy plays an intern. And as in my limited knowledge of these kind of kinky relationships, it's not necessarily the person who has the control in this dynamic that has the control in the situation. And therefore it does have its moral quandaries, these kind of situationships. And I think, yes, as I say, it really needed to hit home that message, and it really needed to make sure it included that damage and the aftermath and the fallout of such a thing. And Antonio Banderas was given the task of that, and I actually found his role the most compelling in the film, and he did a very, very good job of that. And it went completely against the tone. Any possible idea that you might have had that this was something sexy kind of went dashed as soon as Antonio Banderas started stealing scenes, and so I really give it its props for that. Overall, I think it was a little bit rushed in terms of the build up between these two characters. This is all sounding very ironic, the way I'm wording this, but I think it could have been slowed down a tiny little bit, and I felt like it was fast tracking its way to certain problems. But it wasn't a bad film. It was probably good/decent. And I'd recommend this for film lovers, even though it was bloody awkward to sit in. It was more awkward than Magic Mike XXL, and I watched both of those by myself in the cinema, so that gives you the scale of what we're talking about here.